Okay, this is how to solve the Rubik's Cube for beginners. It's not as daunting and as hard as what you probably would think if it's your first time. It's just a question of remembering a few algorithms. I think there's like 6 or 7 all up that you'll need to memorize to be able to do it. So let's get started. Scramble her up. Okay, that's pretty scrambled. So, first thing you need to know is the form move algorithm. So it's basically, well, it's pretty simple, just got to remember. So basically there's a right hand version and a left hand version of the form move algorithm. So right hand version, you want to turn the side that way, and then you turn the top clockwise, and then you turn the side, right side, back the other way, that way, and then you turn the top anti-clockwise. Okay, and then you've got the left hand side, so you want to turn that side up like that, and you turn the top anti-clockwise like that, and you want to turn this side down like that, and then turn the top clockwise. So basically you go up, clockwise, down, anti-clockwise, up, clockwise, down, anti-clockwise, up, clockwise, down, anti-clockwise. For the left hand side, it's up, anti-clockwise, down, clockwise, up, anti-clockwise, down, clockwise, up, anti-clockwise, down, clockwise. So very important algorithm to learn because we're going to be using it most of the time to solve this cube. So we'll just mess her up a little bit more. Okay. I would strongly advise that you practice those 2 form move techniques because they're going to be used pretty much constantly to solve the cube. So just, yeah, make sure that it's muscle memory. Okay, first thing we're going to do now is we're going to solve this. We're going to get this white cross here happening, and not only that, we're also going to make sure that the edge pieces that form the cross also have the correct colours that correspond with the centres like well. Here's an example here. This one's actually in the right spot, so we won't have to deal with that. But yeah, you want red above red. You've got blue centre here, so that's got to be blue, orange, orange, green, green. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to look underneath because it's the quickest and easiest way to solve it, and look for a white piece, white edge piece, and see what its corresponding colour is. That's blue, so you've got to rotate it to blue, spin the cube around, and now you've got blue in the right spot, red in the right spot. First half of the cross is done. Now, would you believe it? Look down the bottom again. We've got the white. I've just moved it there just to show, and that is already underneath the orange, so all we've got to do is just spin it back up like that, and that one there is easy fixed. Looking under here, there is nothing here whatsoever that can help us out. So I'm going to show another example. Just spin that back, okay, of how to solve an edge piece when it's on the bottom row, but it's on the not on the flat, not on the bottom, but it's on the side rather like that. So the way we do that, you've got to take note of what's under here, rotate it to the green. Now if you were to rotate it up like that, it's not going to solve it because the white needs to be there, green needs to be there, which it's not. So to fix that, rotate it that way, make sure your white square's on that side. Remember to turn the top around like that, and then you insert that white piece into there. And then lastly, make sure you remember to spin the top around to realign the colours. So we've got green, orange, blue, red, white cross. Next thing, we're going to solve the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the way to do that is to take note of the centre colours. We've got orange, blue, red, green. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to look around the top, see what we've got. Here's one here, it's white, that's green, that's orange. We have to insert that all the way around here into this spot there. We've got green centre, orange centre, which means it's got to go in there. So we'll go back and find it. Here it is. Swivel it around. And we want that to position itself directly above where we need it to go. So white goes into there, green, green, orange, orange. Now it doesn't really matter which way round the green and the orange are orientated, or white for that matter, just so long as that actual square is above where it's got to go. So now what we're going to do is use the right hand 4 move technique to get that into position. This is why I've asked you to practice it, because it can take a few iterations to do it, and it may even only take 1 or 2, just depending on how it's orientated. So we'll start the 4 move technique. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 1 iteration, and it's already positioned itself correctly in there. So now we'll look for another one, another white, blue, orange, orange, blue. Rotate the top so that the white is above where it's got to go. 4 move technique again. 1, 2, 3, 4. It has now positioned itself correctly down here where that needed to go. So take a look at the top again. So blue, red, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that in the right spot now. Everything's looking sweet here. So now what we need is the green and the red piece. Green, red. Rotate it that way so it's above the corner there, where we want it to go. 4 move technique again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Solved. Bottom's all solved, and the bottom row's now all completely solved. So now we need to solve the middle slice. So this one, all of this. Got to get them the same as the bottom. And the way we're going to do it is we're going to take a look at these edge pieces on the top of the top face here, which has the yellow centre on it. So you got that one, that one, that one, that one. And we've got to try and move those to that position, that position, that position, that position. Now, looking at those edge positions, I'm not interested in anything that's got yellow on it. Do not even consider using them. So for example, we don't want to use that one, it's got yellow. We can use that one, that's orange and blue. We can use that one, that's blue and red. We can't use that one because that's got yellow on it, no good. So we'll look at this blue and red one here, rotate it around so that the red is above the red centre and the blue is up there. That piece there needs to go, my bad, needs to go to that piece there. So in order to get that there, we have to use 2 4 move techniques. And I'll explain that to you so you know which one to use. So blue, blue. That means you have to spin the top in the opposite direction to where you want that piece to end up. And then to make things more confusing, you have to use the left hand 4 move technique. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. White's over there. Remember to turn it around to the right. And then we've got to do the right hand 4-move technique to finish the algorithm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Red, blue, it's now in the correct spot. Going to find another one. You've got green, orange. For green. Green's above green, orange goes there. That means we turn that in the opposite direction to where we want it. And then we do the right hand 4-move technique. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rotate it that way. Do the left hand 4-move technique. 1, 2, 3, 4. Green, red. We've got green, orange, green, red is here. That was going to be the next one. So we spin that around. Green above green, red's there, red's there. So we spin it in the opposite way over there. Then we use the left hand technique. 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome. Spin it around. Then do the right hand technique. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you got this one. This is the last one we have to solve. So we are looking orange, blue. That's where it's got to go in there. So we'll turn that so it's above the orange. Blue's there. Spin that the opposite way away from it. It means we do a right hand move 4-move technique. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's there. Turn it around, left hand 4-move technique. 1, 2, 3, 4. Solved. 2 bottom rows are now solved, and so is the bottom. Spin it back up. Now what we've got to try and do is get the yellow cross. We're not going to be too concerned about the colours that go here, here, here and here yet, because we use a different algorithm for that. So what we'll do is we're going to rotate it so you've got your L up here. You always want to keep your L in the far left corner. Now we'll spin the front that's facing you up like that. Bring that up round like that. This is going to be the start of the 4-move technique. So starting from scratch, this one here is not part of the 4-move technique. Do that first. And then the 4-move technique. 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember to bring that back down. Spin it. Because now we've got an L here, which we want to keep. So spin that back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drop it. Just got a single one there, so I'm just going to repeat it. 1, 2, 3, 4, drop, rotate, L, bring it back up, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, L, so I'm going to turn it around there, so we've got a line like that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom, solved. Got our cross like that. Now, got to pay attention to these colours here. This is what we're going to solve next, because we've got red here, we've got orange here, we've got green here, and we've got blue here. That's the only one in the right spot. So, in order to solve that, what we're going to do is we're going to look for the colours that are in the correct spot. No, we're not. Yes, we are. I was getting one step ahead of myself then. So we want that colour. That's green. You want that facing you. So nothing else lines up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do it's a similar move to the 4-move technique, but a little bit different. So you lift it up, lift the top around, bring that down. This is what you would normally do for a 4-move technique. And instead of bringing that back like that, we go around again in the same direction, take note of where the green is, and we bring that up, and you move that around twice, and then drop it back down. And you've got green, orange, blue, red. All perfectly lined up, which is the way we want it. So the next problem now is to get these corners in the right spot. Doesn't matter if they're the right way round, we just got to get them in the right spot, because we'll be using another algorithm for that. So you've got orange, green, that's not right. You've got green, red, that's not right. Blue, red, that's not right. And blue, orange, that's not right. So they are all completely useless where they are at the moment. So we have to use this algorithm here. So what you do is you rotate the top that way, rotate the right side up that way, rotate the top the opposite way, bring that up, and rotate it back so that that lines up, drop it down, rotate it back that way, and drop that down. Now let's take a look. Orange, green, no good. Orange, red, no good. Sorry. Blue, red, no good. Orange, green, perfect. That's in the right spot. Orange, blue's not in the right spot. So now that we got one in the right spot, remember to keep it in the right hand corner closest to you. And then we're going to repeat that algorithm that we just did. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Red, green, orange, green, orange, blue, blue, red. Both they're all in the right spot. So the way we're going to solve it now, this is the end of the problem, is we've got to get that and that orientated correctly so that the cube is now solved. And believe it or not, all you got to do is use the 4 move technique, right hand 4 move technique. Always take note of which face is facing you, because that is the face that has to face you the whole time while you're doing this. If you turn it around and try to do the 4 move technique and move and solve it, it's not going to work. You're just going to mess up the whole cube. So make sure I'm going to use orange as my datum face. I'm going to solve this one. So it's 4 move technique. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now, keeping the orange face facing you, we have to solve this one. This is now done. Green, orange, yellow. Rotate that around that way. Yellow's underneath. Orange, blue. You've got to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and solved. Here we go. Not that hard, is it? You just need to learn all the algorithms. I think there's like 7 of them all up. And so long as you know when to apply them and have them well memorized, it's fairly simple to do. Thank you for watching.